Hello. I am here to, why that's like that. I'm here to teach about a fishing and hunting command that was suggested in my comments from the last video I made, the inventory video, was this. So that's what I'm here to do. So I have not made any changes here, so we can close all this. Same with this. All this is the same. So in my items.json, first thing I do when it comes to fishing, I made a fish and a fishing rod. So, because when you're fishing, you want a fishing rod to go fishing, because that makes sense. Alright, so there's that. Now, if we go up to the actual commands folder, what you have to do is create a new file here, which I will not. And then just add fishing and hunting. Fishing we're going to start first, so pretty much this isn't going to be a super advanced command, doing it different ways, blah blah blah. This is just to get you started. It's just the basics. You can improve upon this however you want. So yeah, so first of all we're going to require these two because I'll make a shit on for how I run my code. This isn't really efficient, but this is just basic stuff that will get you through what you want, and then you can improve it later as your code develops more and more. This is just a way to have an idea of what the command's supposed to do, and it's supposed to be average advanced, well not advanced level, but basic beginner level for those that are just learning. So you want to copy and paste your module that we did in the last video, so info, and for some reason you need this because I tried it without, but apparently it just didn't want to work with me. So because it didn't want to like register instantly, and it didn't want to register at all. So you need these two along with these. I think to really get this, you have to do something with info in your right here. Something with this. I don't know. But I am currently working with a friend on a bot, which is better code than what this looks. So I had to really try and stick with how this was formatted so that I don't really end up rewriting everything. So anyway, you will need these. Getting your execute, same thing. We're going to check if we have a fishing rod in inventory. So if inventory.find, so x arrow function x ID, which is this here, find that ID. No, I won't. No, that's user ID. Sorry. It'll create this. This right here. Sorry, this right here. This is what we are finding. So let's go back here. So when we find that, we'll have to have it equal to fishing rod. We're only doing 2 of these because I learned that it just the value, not like the type. So if this was like a number, this would still get the same number if it was a string. But if it was 3 of them, it has to be the number and the integer. This, well, if you had like the same number but a string, it wouldn't like, do what it's supposed to do. Like, it wouldn't like equal. So 2 of them, if you just don't want to be too specific to the type of variable this is, or type of value this is, since this is a string, but this is also a string. So this doesn't really matter, but 2 of them just in case if you decide to make this for some reason a number. I don't know why. but yeah. So if we have a fishing rod in our inventory, so that exclamation point right there, that tells us that if we do not have it, and then we just return the command saying this stuff and that we don't have a fishing rod. Now, if you want to test after you did the items and you want to test it, go into your have this, just do a node dot NODE space dot. I right now with my current setup, I'm too lazy to reach my keyboard, but write that, go in your Discord, and then just run the command. It should show up instantly if you have this, but if you have this, then you'll have to wait for it to be globally, so you have to wait like an hour. But anyway, once you have that and you know it's working, then you can go straight to this. I put this one in embed just to show you how you can do this. So you cast your fishing rod, then we get our item here from our item.json. We get the items from the item list, and we'll map it with the names just like we did in add. Pretty much it's just a lot of copy paste because that's just how this is, the style of this is. It's supposed to make it easier on you guys, and but so you know what you're doing, because you already use this code, you're seeing it, you can do it. There are much easier ways, like make it sure it's not copy paste, which is a more preferred way, but you have to really know JavaScript just to do that. And I prefer if you guys try and learn, actually look up stuff and learn. So like if you want to do object-oriented programming, unlike this, look it up, figure out classes, methods, and stuff to be able to do this without any copy paste. That's what I'm currently working on and learning how to stay within that type of style with my other bot that I'm working on. But anyway, we'll set add item to this item. Again, map.floor, random, times that length to get the item that we want with the name. So we can then do this stuff. Then we'll fill a description saying we caught the item. So of course you know our function here. Technically you can put this as a method if you really wanted to within here, but that's a more advanced thing that I don't suggest you do right now until you get more familiar with Node.js, JavaScript in general, and Mongoose. 1:27 a.m. But yeah, again, it's good to learn object-oriented programming. It helps you a lot, so I would really look into it whenever you have time. But for now, this is just to get you started, so that you know what the command does, you know what it works, you know how you want it to work. So yes, so you would just get this count, the count number of the item, which is called right here. And then this thing is the same thing. We find the item within our inventory, and then we'll push it if it's not there, give it a count of 1, save. This just, we will get the count number, we'll find one updates, we're using the user ID and the item ID, then we'll set that item's counter to a +1, or yeah, +1. And then we just reply with the embed. That's really it for that one. It's not too hard, it's not too complicated. It's just a bunch of copy paste really. Same thing with hunt. Acquire these. Make sure you have these. Do the same thing here with that item. Get the count. Get the count. Inventory. Add item. Count number. By one update. Counter. Reply with that. And then once you have all this right here, you would simply go up here and just do like a you just go in here, use your slash command. It will say that this and this is working. So if you copy just this, if you just copy this, just try and understand what I'm saying while I go through this. What mainly in the fish one I went through it, what each of line of code. This one just is the same thing, but this one doesn't have like an embed, doesn't have the extra step of this up here. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, I made it these simple because this is what the command is normally supposed to do. Now for a hunt command, for a more advanced one I can do, but that will take a bit of time to actually make because I have to go through, I have to make some new values in for this model, like health and HP, well HP, maybe shield, and then I will have to do all the damage and stuff, or enemies. Be sure to update both. We have to be able to update you as a player with how much, and see if you actually killed it or not, you know, and see if you even get items, stuff like that. But for now, hunt command is just you hunting for items, so that's what that is. Same with fishing, so as long as you have a fishing rod which you can retrieve hunt, that'll be it. Add item is just there as a temporary command for testing. Of course, you already know that. So you can always just remove this command because now you got these two, which will give you one random item. This one gives you a specific item, right? Yeah, right? Pretty sure this just gives you a specific item. Oh no, just adds a random item. Okay, whatever. But that's pretty much what it does. So that's just for testing purposes. But these ones not do that for actual playable purposes. I can go over cooldown commands in another episode. For instance, how to set each command to have a specific cooldown. That's fairly simple. You just have to put like, for like this format anyway, put like part of the code to have the whole cooldown calculations and whatnot. And up here you'll have your actual function to check it and whatnot and save it and all that shit. These are it. I hope you're happy with it. I hope it helps. It's not as advanced. I'm sorry, but I can try. But this should at least give you a starting point. At least it works. And if you always want to improve it, you can always look up ways of how you want to improve it, how you can do certain things. That's always a good thing to try and learn. That's how I learned. So yeah. So this is it. Hope you're happy. So see ya.